Good morning. Welcome to Studio 5, where this month we are celebrating what really is the gathering place for your family and for those you love. This month we celebrate home.
And while you're putting up the decorations to make sure your home looks warm and inviting this month, what does your home sound like? Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend is here to help out. We're not talking the sounds of making cookies. We're not talking the sounds of, Christmas baking, all the music and stuff.
That rock and roll music with you and Brooke playing
That's
guitar.
not the sound we're talking about.
We can sign your CD.
That was huge. That was great. I didn't even know you guys played instruments.
We're good.
I
We're
rock those
good.
drums.
You were great. I know you played the accordion.
Anyway, so give us a story. What are the sounds that homes are missing? What have you found out?
This is the sound we hear in our house. Who put their backpack here? Pick it up. Get your backpack put away. Don't eat that. That is for dinner. Don't touch your brother. Those are the sounds of our Christmas.
And the don't eat that for dinner. That's usually Marty talking to Matt.
That is.
Right?
She's kind of mean that way.
And the backpack line, too.
We have a lot of disrespect.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I look at my kids and I think, okay, if one of them accidentally steps on another one, which happens about 5 times a day.
Stepping on the kids.
Yeah, it just happens. We have a very small house.
I accidentally smushed his face at the bottom of my shoe.
But nobody says sorry. They're just like, get out of my way. You should. Why were you there? They're giving all of this talk. But if anything, you'll say like, my bad, sorry for dislocating your arm, Spencer. Yeah. We don't get a sorry anymore. And that's really weird for me because I went to a private school, Darren.
Oh.
And Cardin in Salt Lake City. And at Cardin, it wasn't a correctional facility. It was right before you go to correctional facilities.
Cold in a private
I dodged the bullet. But well, I learned there that when a teacher walks in, you stand up to show respect. You always look the teacher in the eye. You always say, please, sorry, forgive me, excuse me, pardon me. You said all of these words. You said thank you. We have all these signs of respect. And I learned them, and I'm realizing I don't even use them anymore. I'm falling out of the respect.
Well, do you think, so you talk about kids, smushing each other's face with their shoe, but really the fighting obviously fits into the intentional disrespect category. But when you talk about the everyday dialogue that goes on, the pick up your backpack, the don't do this, don't do that, is it intentional? I mean, people aren't intentionally.
I think we're just moving on. We're just we're busy. We're culturally not even paying attention to those things anymore. In fact, I don't even think we teach them. So today we're going to go through 5 keys, 5 things we should do to show respect. And by the way, most of them aren't even about the words. There's a lot of things you can do to show respect, okay? So the 5 keys to showing respect, do you know what the first one is? By the way, do you give respect or do you earn it?
Oh, that's a trick question. That's a trick question.
Do you both.
Give it?
You got to give respect, and it's got to be earned to some degree, but we're going to start with the giving, okay? So the first rule is to keep private things private. One of the best ways to show respect is to keep private things where they need to be. Every one of us has skeletons in the closet. I know Darren's been investigated for months, and I'm not going to bring
it up.
I was clear of everything.
I'm not going to bring any of that out, Darren, because you're messed up. But look at that. Private stuff needs to be kept private. If you know that I have a secret about you, and I'm going to honor your secret, not like it's a bad secret, but I know how you really are at times. If I honor that secret, then what am I telling you?
That you respect him.
I will respect you, and I don't respect you because you're perfect or because you're bad. I respect you because you're safe with me. I'll create a space of safety for you. All of us need to know that we're safe at home. We can't let our secrets going out.
What sort of secrets are we talking about?
Well, think about a wife that it goes to her parents and talks about financial stress. And how her husband's not making enough and telling, now she's doing it because she needs someone to vent to. But that secret, that's something that might be private and personal, that when the husband finds out that you're sharing that, that might be something really important. So the rule about that is find out first. Is it okay if I share with my parents our financial situation, or is that something we'd rather keep private?
Well, even thinking like of kids, because kids, like maybe brother or sister sleep with the teddy bear and they're 12 years old or something like that. I mean, those would be secrets that you would not want to share,
right.
or embarrass them or something.
Hey, Timmy wet the bed last night, and he's 14. Let's go tell everyone at school. Those are secret. Every family's got them. They're just personal little private things that we should keep private. So the rule, the first challenge.
And teach your kids to keep those private.
Yeah, please. Like, I can't tell you how many primary teachers have come in and told all of our secrets, and they're like, oh yeah, your kids talk all the time. I'm like, I hate my kids.
You have an assignment here.
The first assignment is I challenge you to have everyone always tells you something in confidence. I challenge you to keep your confidences. What I love in my job is I know a lot about a lot of people. And even people that I know that are around me, that are neighbors and friends and stuff. And I love not being able to tell. I love that I don't even get to tell. I just love to keep the confidence. And it actually makes me feel stronger, not better, but just stronger that I know stuff and I have the discipline to not say it.
We can't talk about respect without talking about loyalty.
Got to have loyalty. So the best loyalty to have, if you're going to have it, is loyalty to the absent. One of the best ways I've ever found to show how loyal of a person you are is to talk positively about people when they're not there. It's so weird. I would always talk normal and positive about you, Brooke, when you're here.
When you're sitting
but
right
when you
by me.
leave, I talk so bad.
Yeah, funny. My ears always burn.
But what's so funny about that is that when I do that, everyone in the studio would know how I would treat all of them the minute they leave. So one powerful way to show respect is honor the people that aren't present. So here's a little homework assignment for you. Every one of you, I want you to talk so much positive and good stuff about your partner that they actually end up hearing through the grapevine how much you talk positively about them. It's a pretty cool challenge, and I want you to keep talking until your husband comes up and says, "What are you saying about me?"
I like that.
Because everyone thinks I'm the bomb.
I like that.
Right? So the third one, who knows what the third one is? You guys got to prompt me on these.
It's on the screen right there.
It's more about your delivery than content. How many times have you had somebody say something offensive and you're offended and then you're like, oh my heck, and they're like, oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to offend you. Sometimes we think if we just say, oh, I didn't intend to offend you, that we didn't offend you. So one of my rules is let's focus more on your delivery, maybe more than even your intent. Let's finally get good at delivering respectful conversation. Let's watch our tone. Let's watch our topics. There's certain topics that we throw out, or there's certain issues of timing. If I throw out at a bad time, and let's say a woman's not feeling great about her body, she's gained a little weight, and I throw out some comment about, hey, nice sweats.
Yeah.
Ooh, salt.
Bad timing.
Yeah.
Bad timing and disrespect. So we're going to now start focusing on the delivery. I want you to start paying attention to your own tone.
To how it's said.
How did you say those words? Was this the right time to say those things? And is this the topic that always starts a fight? So pay attention to that.
And you say there are certain words that just spell out respect.
Yeah. Okay. The words of respect are very simple. They're words like I'm sorry, forgive me, may I. I learned that.
Those words you learned in your private school.
How long has it been since you've heard that? May I?
May I borrow your sweatshirt for whatever? Okay. May I? Please. Thank you.
And
all of those words.
Sweatshirt because you've gained a little weight.
Because I've gained a little weight, and she's got some
words of
great
respect.
sweat.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So a homework assignment on this one is I want you to go start using those words around your family and see if you can notice others using them. So start saying please and thank you and forgive me and excuse me, stuff like that.
Okay. One last assignment for us.
Last but not least is the best way I believe to show respect to somebody is to pay attention. Pay attention.
This is huge. This is so big.
Think of it. If the President of the United States came in and sat down and had a conversation with you, you would probably pay a completely different level of attention to the President than you would your 5-year-old. Is it that you respect him more? Probably. But the reality is that your 5-year-old you should be respecting. So the assignment is I want you to pay so much attention to people that they actually feel that you're honoring them. Turn everything else off and turn to them, look in their eyes, and pay attention.
I love it.
Great idea.
Fun stuff, kids.
We've got Matt's rules and all of his assignments listed on our website. You can find Mark there. You also have a little Christmas gift idea.
This is it. Day of celebration. We're not having any date nights this month. So we have a discount. If you go to my website, matttownsend.com, you can go look through any of my products, my books, my CDs, my audios, or any of my date nights or workshops. We give you 25% off if you enter in the code 2010.
That's a Merry Christmas.
2010. Merry Christmas. Get it for your partner. He'll think you're trying to save the marriage when really you're fixing him.
Love it, Matt. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, when it comes to wrapping gifts, isn't the bow always the hardest part? It is for me. I don't know. Anyway, up next, we've got a few ways to just bag that bow all together. You can try, Matt will like this, the more manly medallion, for instance. And we've got more ideas in our wrapping paper roundup.
A Currier and Ives type Christmas experience. Step back in time for the classic old-fashioned Christmas right here in our own foothills. We'll tell you about it next on Studio 5.